It is September the 26th. It is 6:49 a.m. in the morning, so I'm up a little early. But today, I would like to talk about why astral projection and beyond body are so amazing. As many of you know, I've been doing this since I was a child, and this journey, it's taken me to places that I could never have imagined. I went from hanging out in my room and flying over oceans to experiencing parallel realities and connecting for a few brief moments with that which connects us all. And while there is so much that I still simply do not understand, at least in my conscious mind, what I've come to realize over time is that it's okay. That's okay. The journey is what truly matters in the moment, and this journey has humbled me. Remember, I was so scared in the beginning to connect with spirit beings. For those of you who listened early on to my channel, you'll remember the time I left my body and landed in a fair. By the way, it was something new to me. Yes, I guess there are fairs in the astral plane. It was very kind of a strange thing, but it looked just like any fair that you would see in the 3D world with Ferris wheels and rides and things like that. Other spirit beings were walking around enjoying the different rides. And as I walked, someone that I did not recognize came out of the crowd and tried to get my attention. But I quickly told the person to get away from me without even giving him a chance to speak. Compare that to one of my recent experiences when I visited a parallel reality and connected with a faceless being, an alien being of some sort. And this being was so alien to me that it was difficult to find the words to describe it. In the 3D world, there are those that fear people of different cultures or religions. If only they could go through a similar experience, an experience like the one that I went through, perhaps that fear would go away. So it's taught me tolerance on a scale that I could never, ever have imagined. And then there are the worlds and realities I've visited. The first beyond body trip, where I traveled through darkness for an extremely long time. In fact, I remember I was just going at this pace. It was so fast, but it seemed to me at the time that it lasted for quite some time. And finally, I started to slow down, and what appeared in front of me was this giant stage, and on one side of me, I was shown a series of images, starting from the time of the dinosaurs, and then going forward, and it flashed by so quickly that I couldn't really make out a lot of anything else. And I asked in that moment if I could go anywhere and see anything. And then there was a voice that simply said, yes. And on the other end of that stage was a path. And near that path was a lake. And in the distance was what appeared to be a vast city with structures stacked unimaginably high. Since that time, I've had many adventures in the beyond body. I think back to one of the places I went to, the movie theater that had a screen that was literally composed of water, and it was suspended in midair, and I was able to put my hand through the water and it was warm, and it was such an amazing feeling. I could feel the water itself, and on one side, there were people who seemed to be waiting for the movie in these movie theater type seats. And then on the other side, people were in a restaurant and they were having dinner. And then there was the time when I went to a parallel universe where I was able to get a glimpse of what it would be like to have been with someone and to, I guess, have a family. It was so interesting. It was one of the more interesting experiences that I had, being there, of arriving and being kind of off balance and feeling the wall and feeling how solid it was as I was trying to hold myself up as I came into this place, being disoriented, seeing this beautiful woman, I guess at a dishwasher. I guess it was a dishwasher. And then hearing a knock at the door as I believe her parents were coming to visit us, I suppose, and me not being able to find just the words to be able to say really anything at all other than excuse me. And that was about it. And then I was back. These glimpses have been, I guess, glimpses into a life, another life that I could have had, or that another aspect of me is having. I remember also, it's interesting, the adventure that I had when, and this was one of, this one came early on, but my gosh, it was astonishing. I remember being in what appeared to be the darkness of space and seeing this ring of stars expand and then going through that ring and then reversing backwards through it at an incredible speed and slowing down until suddenly I saw a window, and a window in space, a window through the darkness, and I was able to poke my head through that window and see this terrace, I guess, of a restaurant. And I was, or a version of me, it was a version of me, was having dinner with this beautiful, beautiful woman. And I remember that I simply touched her face. And that was it. That was amazing. So many amazing adventures, but that hasn't been the only thing that's happened. Yes, there have been many, many worlds, but I've also learned about unconditional love and how it begins with loving yourself unconditionally, even the darkest parts. And in the darkness of what felt like a womb, I connected for a brief moment with the love that connects us all. An overwhelming experience that I will never forget. So these are a few of the reasons that astral projection and beyond body are simply amazing to me. My deepest hope is that those struggling to achieve it are inspired to continue by my words. And for those that are just beginning to venture out, to tell you that you have a lot to look forward to. Thank you so much for coming on another journey with me. Thank you for hanging out with me this Sunday. And until next time, take care.